Dad, you're too reckless. Drop a bomb.
All right.
I said drop a bomb, Dad.
What's going on, everyone? How you doing? Everyone feeling good? Probably not. No one's happy at the moment. Man United fans, it's crazy, man. Dark days. We're in a dark era. But I've done a lot of talking, man. I've done a lot of talking, and I just want to hear everyone else's feelings and everyone else's vibe about this whole thing. I got like, well, how many people was here? 21 people in the house, bro. So listen, I started with 0, fam. So I've been here before, fam. So we don't know. There'll probably be more people joining us as the show goes on. But let's talk United. Let's really get into this. This is 5 things deep. This is usually the 5 things I've deeped about Man United. But I feel like I'm done. Like, I'm done. I'm like a frustrated figure. That's how I feel about Man United at the moment. Ultimate frustration. And it's all the way around, you know. But I definitely want to get everyone's opinions. I don't want to just live in this echo chamber where it's just my opinion. I feel quite strongly about things. I feel just on Rashy, oh my life. Typical. It's like the Rashy situation, innit? You know, let me say this. On Rashy, I feel he needs to be dropped and just brought back in. He probably needs some words of encouragement. Probably. I think he's trying to do too much and it's getting wrong. I still believe in Bruno, even though he's in a bad patch. The whole team's in a bad patch, which is crazy. But still believe in Bruno. What else? What else is the issues? And then, oh my goodness, I'm so annoyed. That's all I am. I'm just annoyed. I'm an annoyed Man United fan. People are trying to make it out like this is a Martial thing. But to me, it's not. Like, I don't think it's a Martial thing. I think, like, if Martial's staying, I'll back him. He doesn't want to be here. So it's not that. It's not a Pogba thing as well. Because, yeah. Anyway. Let me just talk to you lot, innit? Let me just go to you lot. Here you go. Kate, there you go. Listen, Mark Jacobs says, KG, why are you down? You're still in the Champions League, FA Cup, and fighting for 4th. United, what are United fans moaning for? There you go. He soaks like a baby, infectious to other team. Our chemistry is bad. Anyway, let's just, let's have a talk. The players need to fix up. I'm just gonna open the lines. Usually, like, there's no point, like, when I go through the 5 things deep, usually I'll be like, there's this, there's that. It's rubbish. You know what I mean? So there's no point. Like, what was good yesterday? We won, we got through. That's it. You know, then there's a lot more of the same, but was together-ish as a team. Like, I'm clutching at straws to find the good things, the positives. Not that many, but we are through. But you know, KG's depressed. I'm just done. I'm done. But yeah, I'm willing to talk. Let's just have a conversation. Let's see what everyone else is saying about this team. Lines open. I didn't say that with no joy in my heart, boy. Like, you lot probably like, I'm numb about United. Let me read this comment. I'm numb about United KG with Rashford. It could go back to stop thinking too much and just simplify things. 11 strangers on the pitch. Let's do it, man. Let's talk. Let me see what everyone's saying. Mark. Sugar, I can't hear you. You're on thingy. Mark, you in?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good. All good.
Talk to me, man.
Well, except obviously the obvious.
Talk to me, bro. Need to hear from you. Need to know what you're thinking about this team. What's on your mind? There's been a lot of talk. I don't know if you saw the show with piss off. There you go. I don't know if you saw the show with who is it? We just done a show with Flex just now and was talking about Rashford, was talking about Bruno. What if there is he like, is he the issue? Everything. The floor's yours, bro.
I don't know if Rashford is the issue. I think he's symptomatic of the issue. Everyone's seen last night he had the chance to pass to Greenwood and he didn't. And then when Greenwood didn't pass to him, he sulked.
Yeah,
he could have went for that ball. He could have got that goal. But especially after his comments during the week about saying like nobody can question his commitment to play for the club.
Yeah.
He already has, I think, dropped a few comments before about playing. He wouldn't mind playing abroad and this kind of thing. Now, I have a lot of time for Rashford. I think he on his day he's a great player. Like I'm not ashamed to say it, but like a couple of years ago, I was touting him to be the next R9. I thought.
Yeah, everyone.
I genuinely thought
how he came into the game. I thought he was gonna just. Well, I still believe in Rashford actually, so I'm not gonna say I think it's over. I just think he's in the worst form of his life right now, and I think nothing's going well for him on the pitch. Personally, that's my mindset of things at the moment.
Yeah, but we have to like wonder why. Like, and he's not the only one. Like, there's no point in saying he's the only one. He's I just can't see. Like, he has all the ability and he has all the pace and power, skill, and sometimes he makes a lot of bad decisions. But like, he has everything going for him to be a top professional. And you have to wonder, like, with Pogba in the back room and Jesse Lingard and Rashford, like Pogba and Jesse are good friends and Rashford is good friends. Like, I wonder if any of that is rubbing off on them and then obviously trickling down the line to the.
Well, I don't think because Pogba's not in the side, not because he's been dropped, he's just injured, right? So and Pogba's not really had when he's been available, he's played like he's tried. You know, the only player that's been left out is Jesse, but Rashford played well when Jesse was in West Ham anyway. So I can't see, and Jesse's been a maligned figure for Man United for a long time. So I can't see that really being the thing to affect in terms of just joining the player clique or nothing. I just think he's in a bad stage of form. I don't know what the issue is.
Yeah, but it's hard to guess what the issue is because, as I say, everything is there for him. He's at one of the best clubs in the world. He's a great talent. But as I say, he's not the only one. We do have Bruno there. Bruno does seem to be throwing his arms in the air a good bit. Luke Shaw he just seems to be bullying players. Like you see him, he body checks a lot of time. Don't get me wrong, it can be a good thing as well. But he body checks players down the wing. He's not putting in the effort he did last year. You can go into the centre halves like Harry Maguire. Like Harry Maguire and Phil Jones are probably about the same speed. There might be a yard in it, but Phil Jones reads the games better than Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire seems 5 yards behind Phil Jones. Phil Jones just reads the games better.
But he's always, again, another injury. Phil Jones is out. Like, he's not playing. I did like, what did you think of Varane and Lindelof yesterday as a partnership? Even though we did still concede a lot of opportunities. But how do you think they managed the game?
Look, we didn't concede. Did I hear yesterday that was the first game in 19 matches we hadn't conceded or something like that at home? So, there's a positive for you.
It's clutching that. We are clutching at straws in a sense. Can we win against Aston Villa in the league when we play them on Saturday, 5:30?
Yeah, we can win. We'll have Sancho and Ronaldo back, but that's not. You know what I mean? We're still back to square one. I do think we need an overhaul. A lot of people will probably say Fred and McTominay and we're not good enough. But listen, they put a shift in yesterday. I know we're not Moments FC and we're not putting a shift in FE or whatever people like to say these days. but I do think it's a mental overhaul that's needed, and it does seem like the team itself isn't happy. Now you don't know, is it 2 or 3 boys in the back that are causing it all? Is it the management? Is it maybe someone higher up like Ed Woodward or Darren Fletcher? It could be It could be a number of different people. Like, I don't know if anyone else seen it yesterday when at half time it looked like there was 200 people walking off the pitch. Like, what is all them people doing there? There was an army of people walking off the pitch.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
We don't need that. We need our players. We need our managing staff, and that's it. We don't need all those people. Like, look, you don't know. All I do know is like the likes of Aston Villa, Watford, all these teams at the bottom of the table are going to cause us problems, and I dread to think what's going to happen when we're playing Liverpool, Chelsea, and City, especially with this mindset.
Listen, all I'm saying is hopefully we just get through the Aston Villa game. Coutinho's there. I just can't. I don't think I could handle watching Aston Villa celebrate. Gerrard on the touchline, just I just couldn't. I wouldn't. I'd hate all of it. Literally, I'd hate all of it. So,
and we owed them after the Sue thing.
Yeah,
after the whole Sue thing after concert, so we do owe them.
We do. Yes, we do. We need to go and win that game. We need to, because after the game, they was outside enjoying themselves. Gerrard kissing the camera again. No one wants to see that. Listen, Mark, have a nice one. Amazing call. Look after yourself. Speak to you soon. Oh, sorry, I missed this last bit. There you go. All right. Yeah, it's time, man. Let's talk to Adam. Adam,
how you doing, bro?
Bruv.
Mad, isn't it? Depressed, like
dead inside. It's depressed settings.
I hear you.
Across the board. Again, a lot of people been saying you talked up this manager, you spoke up Ralph, what he could do, what he could bring. I was more in the Pochettino wave. Obviously, that didn't happen. No, I was on the Poch wave and the Conte wave. You're saying, boom, Ralph's the answer. Is he still the answer for you?
Yeah. Because if you recall what I said bring him in and then move him upstairs and let him pick the next manager. So that was my first thing, because do
you still see the in terms of what you think he can bring to the club so far, just in terms of, and I know it's too hard to judge him so soon, but from what you've seen so far, what you judging him in terms of?
To be honest with you, KG, certain decisions baffled me, like the Aaron Bissaka last game against Wolves, and then the Mason Greenwood substitution instead of Cavani, maybe.
Yeah.
Those are the substitutions that I was very, very I was stunned by them. Overall, like we need to remember where we're coming from, and we have not been coached for 3 years. So now, and we've seen the league saying the players are not happy with the tactics and look, they are probably not happy because they are told to run and to make passes, and this is how bad it is. They think it's too basic. It's basic because they are not good enough at the moment. And another thing that I'm actually quite happy is if we start quite happy, like I'm not happy about anything. Let's be real. If we start quite poorly like we do now, and then we progress, it's a normal learning curve. It's not like if we have a new manager bounce and we start high up there, and then after a few weeks it starts to decrease, and then we'll get under that false impression that we were actually doing something, and all of a sudden we are not going to blame the players. We are going to say, oh, we need a DM, we need this, we need that. At the moment we are assessing the players, and it will follow a learning curve, and it's quite early. And another thing, KG, and I've said it for a long time, many of our players are not that good. They are just not that good, and they've been backed, overprotected, defended, and the good players need to be assessed now. So if
who are the players that are not that good?
Players that are not that good. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is not that good.
Carry on.
I think Luke Shaw is good, but I think he doesn't have a good influence on the rest of the team. I think I don't like the way every time something goes bad for him and he's dropped, there are leaks. And that happened with Jose, that happened with Ole, that happened with Ragnick. Every time he gets dropped on the team, there are leaks. So I don't think Maguire is good enough. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, I rate him, as I said, but it's a sticky one. Marcus Rashford, I don't think he's that good, and I've always said he's not that good. Bruno Fernandes, for me, should be a bench player pushing for a first team in a United team that competes for Champions League and Premier League like we used to do with Sir Alex. Like we had Berbatov on the bench, we had Tevez on the bench. So that we need to remember who we are, KG. We should be Manchester United that we all remember. And the Manchester United we know has top players on the bench.
But then just to get that right, you're saying that Bruno should be someone that's on the bench that comes
not necessarily right now, but what I mean is we should not gas them like we have been doing. We should get better players again and again until the players until we know who are the good ones. Like if you take a look at it, we had top players in the past on the bench. Real Madrid went and won 3 Champions League back-to-back because they had Isco on the bench. Like this is what happens. You need quality on the bench because your first starting 11 is top quality, and we are a rich club. We are a rich club, and we are one of the biggest club. We need to remember who we are. We cannot say, "Oh, Bruno is good, so he should be." Bruno is good. We need still better than that. Marcus Rashford, we need better than Marcus Rashford. Anthony Martial, I love him. He has a place in the squad. I think he's better than Rashford. But I think Rashford should be on the bench, and Martial probably should even be on the bench as well for a top United side. But that means those players should not be near the starting 11. We need to reassess and remember who we are. And at the moment, and if you go back and watch that Wolves game, the players had instructions and they gave up instructions because they were so shocking and so poor at controlling the ball and passing it that my eyes were bleeding, KJ.
It's mad. It's crazy.
It's stunning.
I'm trying to sort this thing out, but I don't even know how to do. Shite. I don't even know how to put this thing on slow mode. It is what it is. I won't even be able to get that out. Oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, let's keep you talking. Okay, go, man. Speaking facts. To people saying get me on, do slow mo. Don't even know where to find slow mo. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna it's okay, Kate. Thank you, David Lee. Wicked, cool, man. We'll sort it out. Anyway, let's continue. There's a lot of players that you mentioned in there. So who are the players that you want to build around then? Who's the players that what is left? Because you pretty much named everyone.
I didn't name everyone. I think we need more players. I really think we need. I think Cavani and Ronaldo are top strikers, but they will be leaving, so we will need people forward. I think Mason Greenwood, I love him to bits. I think he might be a superstar, but he needs to be properly coached because at the moment he's making bad decisions that he was not used to do before, and I don't like it. I don't like it, and this is what happened with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The players thought that if they score a goal, they get their place back into the starting 11. So we had Bruno shooting, Rashford shooting, Mason Greenwood shooting, everybody shooting, but the only one that was not scoring and shooting was Anthony Martial, and he is the only one that allowed them to score. So it's no surprise that they have all dipped in form because now we have someone that is not selfish. We have someone that is selfless out of the team. So all of their performances have dipped.
Yeah.
So we need someone like that.
I think then what you're talking about is teamwork, though. You're talking about
teamwork, but it's also quality, KJ. Right. It's also quality. It's also quality because if Rashford doesn't put the effort in and the work rate and the directness and explosive that we like about him, his basic fundamentals are not that great. First, look, if Anthony Martial, for example, or if Michael Carrick, or if Juan Mata are past it, not out of form, not interested, they can still control the ball and pick a pass because that is what a footballer should do, regardless of the form, regardless of the personal life, regardless of the contract situation. And look, you can bring in Paul Scholes. You put him in that team, overweight because he's retired and this and like he's enjoying life, he's a family man and everything. Yeah. He can still control a ball and pass it. Marcus Rashford, when he's not on it, cannot control a ball. So if he depends that much on his confidence, well, is he fit enough to play for Manchester United? Because that means to me a little lack of talent there. There's something missing. Like, for example, Juan Mata can't run anymore, but he can still drop a killer ball dead and pass it and move it. Donny van de Beek is the same thing. Even if he's not playing that much and he's not game fit. The same with Matic, the same with Pogba, the same with many good players. And now we have been defending the wrong, not even defending because we want to defend them all. That's not what I'm trying to say.
About Donny. Let's talk about Donny. So you saw that managerial tactical change that they tried to make yesterday. They pulled off Cavani, put Donny into the midfield.
We switched to a diamond and we had more control.
How do you assess? Did you see the control come from there? Did you see that Donny is Donny, because the same way you talk about are these players good enough? Are they this or they that? We have to ask the same question really on it. When Donny came into that midfield, what did he do? Because I feel like we've hyped Donny as well. And I don't know what he's saying. I haven't seen enough of him in a United shirt to really know what's. I'm not moving on from Rashford real quick. These are his points. There's someone in the chat waiting to come on called Rash Bangladesh fam. So it's not gonna be the only one.
Going back to Donny, you're not convinced from what you saw.
I'm not saying I'm just saying again, I just want another opinion, a tactical opinion on what you saw from Donny when he came on. From your sense?
I like him. I like what I saw just based on the fact that, as I said, he has quite a good work rate. He gets stuck in. And since he's not that big, like McTominay, Pogba, Matip, those players usually when they go and defend, the referee calls them because of their size. So I like the Freds, I like the Donnies, I like the Kante that are actually quite smaller at least. So they get the ball without making a foul. And I like that. He's good with his first touch and he's good at quickly releasing the ball. He never takes more than three touches or something like that. So I like that. My problem is I think he should play more. He should play more. And this is where I go back to Ralph. And I think at the moment he's
How do you rate his game yesterday though? He's come in to do a certain job.
I think he did it. We had more control, but I just think it was a dead game, KG. Like I can't pick a good performance except for maybe Varane. Like it was not a good game. I can't give a man of the match, for example, when the team is so dead and so disjointed. This doesn't make sense. I like what I saw from Donny just based on the fact that he actually is a good footballer that can come in and do a job. And this is what we saw. He brings in like a calming influence as well. He is very good at reading and interpreting the space. So he just like a bit like Thomas Müller does for Bayern Munich. Like those players, they call them in German the Radmotor. This is a play that you call that. The German term means to read the space and to understand it. So that means those players are actually very good at just getting in the box at the right time, getting out of the box at the right time, just intelligent players all around. So I think Donny, you can't even judge his performance yesterday. Like you can't even judge it. But if you had to give him a score or like an assessment, he was all right given the circumstances because actually it was just a dead game. It was just a dead game.
All right. Listen, thank you so much, Adam. Always great talking to you, man. What do we need again in the summer? Just going to look forward into the summer. What do you reckon we need? What's from manager and signings that you would make?
I think we need to sell players, and we need to get the fitness up. Those players need to be back into training. Like this is what happened, and I said these players have been skipping school for the last 3 years, and now they need to study and attend. So they will find everything difficult at the moment.
Yeah,
the training are intense. Games they look like undisciplined on the pitch, but they even look tired because they are working way more than they have done in the last 3 years. You could say 4 years, even with Jose. So we need to get the fitness back. We need to get those players humbled. They have not won anything. They have not done anything. And you never know how hard it is to win until you do. And those players clearly have never won. And it shows. They don't know what it takes to do so. So that's why they've been all rattled by Cavani and Ronaldo coming in and Varane into the squad. It is difficult to win. It is difficult. So we need to get those players humbled and you get the fundamentals back, good discipline, and then we trust Ralf Rangnick to do what he wants to do, which bringing another manager, get some signings, good signings in that you can develop, not too old, not too young, not good players, and then we move from there. But it's difficult times. We can talk all day. It's difficult times.
It's difficult times. Look after yourself, Adam, man. Stay blessed, you lot. Aye, Adam, always good. Chino said he wants smoke, bruv. What, I'm Chino?
KG, no, KG, don't bumper clock what I mean, KG. Cause I'm mad with you, KG. KG,
bro. I'm not
KG, listen, KG. Let me tell you one thing first. You know where your son was? Your son Marcus Rashford. You know where he was? He was his best friend on the field with him. His best friend, Anthony Martial. KG, look on this, KG. Look on this. I'm going to break it down tactically for you, KG. KG, you see, with Marcus, we can't, if we get Marcus Rashford's phone number right now and call him in and say, Marcus, would you love to start the game on Saturday or Sunday? I don't even know, because I don't even follow it up no more, KG. The man then brought me out. But say you would love to start
Saturday.
with Martial or Ronaldo or Greenwood. I'm gonna say Martial. You know
But
why, KG?
believe
KG, listen,
no.
KG.
Come on here.
Do you love your wife, right, KG? And
I
you're
love
with
her.
your wife.
And I
Listen,
never wanna
listen,
leave.
and you're with her because she make your life easier, right? She don't
Yes.
make it harder.
Yes.
Anthony Martial make Marcus Rashford life easy. Him do the hard things so Marcus Rashford don't have to do it. Come short, pull two defender, take the ball, and Marcus Rashford can run in one-on-one behind him and him just slip in Rashford. Them thing that make your job easier. When Rashford after run and I take on 3-4 defender, him a go lose the ball. Cause nobody them the forward them away have nobody not them not pull no defender because them not silky like that with the ball. Them can't come short and then dribble from feed them off to the opposition box with the ball. We not have no player like that.
Why can't Greenwood do that?
Greenwood can't do that, KG, because them know say IQ wise, him is not there yet. The talent is there, KG. KG, you have to understand IQ player, KG. Anthony Martial is a high IQ player. That's why Ricky rate him so much. And a lot of people don't rate him because the work rate.
I'm not saying that I've got no issue with Martial. He doesn't want to be there.
And no, yeah, do KG, because yesterday you chat up your mouth about if him so great, why nobody no want him? Because Manchester United overpay on wages. If Anthony Martial did that on 150, KG, yes, a whole heap of club would have want him right now. If him did that on 150
wait, if he's good enough, you're buying him. Honestly. You would buy him.
But you're not go overpay like that because him is not
if you think you're getting quality, Chino, you'll buy him. That's it.
But there's different type of quality.
He's buying Ferran, what do you call it? Barcelona with their Wonga loans, with their debt and everything, somehow, some way, are trying to bring in Ferran Torres. Even though he's not even officially their player yet, yeah? They're borrowing, buying back, borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. They're trying to bring that guy in, bruv. That's the difference of I need this player. No matter what. We don't have money, but I need him. And that's what I'm talking about. Who's the team?
No, boss.
Even Newcastle can do it. They're getting for
No, don't do it. No, the man turned on Newcastle. The man not going on a relegation back to KG. The man said he want Sevilla. That's it. Him just want to go to Sevilla. And Manchester United that make the thing difficult. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about him being in the squad.
The killer is if he stayed, if he wanted to be here.
But KG,
find it.
But KG, my man win FA Cup for you, right? Will be right. And win Europa League and win what the thing there with Mourinho, the League Cup. And he got to Ralph and say one real fan. Ralph kick him out the door, right? And Cavani when I win shit with we got to Ralph and say one real. And Ralph pulled on him pants and kiss him body. Kiss him pan him body. And I beg him for stay. I beg Cavani for stay. KG, a politics, KG. But no. What I talk about Rashford? KG, Marcus Rashford love playing with Martial. It no matter if you don't like it or me don't like it or me love it and you love it. It doesn't matter. It's the facts are the facts. Look on all I'm old interview them when him talk about Martial. It put a smile on him face, KG.
No, but wait,
the chemistry that them have.
Hold on, let's just get this one right though. Because I do know that Ralph was actually trying to, at first, he did try to talk to Martial. And Martial said he's adamant on leaving. He said he tried to change his players' mind.
Yeah, because of people like you and fans like push him out. On disrespect him, on appreciate KG.
What have I done to Martial?
He can go on. Why him do?
Of course he can leave. I feel that way. Why not?
But before him say want to leave.
Wait, hold on. Martial, yeah. Even if you took appearances, Martial's had his injuries. Yeah, we've been waiting on Martial for a long time. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah,
but available for us. That's the rule.
Right.
If Martial gets in and he gets injured, so what are we talking about here, bro?
Yeah, all right. You're right, KG. No,
I'm saying it.
KG, listen. You're 100% right. The injury That's the more worrying part for me. People worry about him lack of desire, laziness, and whatever them call it. Me worry about the injury, KG, because me notice every time him pick up form and him start play good, an injury take him out of the team, and then him come back in shit. And him come back in shit. Me know what you say. Me know what you say, KG. But also, KG, you have to understand. You have to understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot the player every season in when him having best season, him are the top player for we, right? Him are the top player for we.
Yep.
And every time him come out of that season, Manchester United don't try for bring in competition. Them try for bring in a replacement. It's not like, hey, we're gonna make your battle with the brother here for your spot. Them no, it's like, oh, you have a good season, the Vanguard, Mourinho Cummings, Zlatan, you're out. You see what I say?
The biggest disrespect that ever happened to Martial was when we gave Ibrahimovic his number. That was mad.
Yeah.
That was mad.
Yeah.
But we did the same to Cavani, though. We tore that shirt off him and said, big man, Ronaldo's here.
Virgin, Ronaldo and Zlatan are in the same bracket. It's Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a legend for our club. Ronaldo was a legend before.
But you know the energy that Zlatan's walking around with.
Zlatan just walk around and be a karate kick and think him as some type of Buddhism monk or something. Zlatan a madman.
Zlatan a madman. We rate Zlatan, fam. Zlatan is different. And in the end of the day, yeah, my thing is the one time that, because it was mad, taking your shirt number was the biggest disrespect. And I felt that way when it happened to Martial at the time. But I'm saying, I wanted more from Martial in terms of availability.
No, KG.
What I want, when I like Bailly, not available, bruv. What's the point?
True.
But about Phil Jones, we can't get behind players that are not there for us. I used to
cannot. No. My thing is,
none available.
KG, I'm not behind Martial, I'm just behind Manchester United fans need to keep the same energy with all of the player them. Don't on one break when Martial have a bad game, you cuss him, and then when the next person have a bad game, oh, we don't know what's going on off the field. Stop with the excuses, man.
Nobody's wait, hold on. So now let's put the elephant. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Do you feel that's happening with Rashford?
Not just Rashford. KG, me have to watch my wife, the woman. She love Rashford. Now I get put out. KG, but not just Rashford. KG. Everybody in the squad, KG. When a person have a bad game, like look on Danny, look how you say Ray KG. You need a runner game for pick up farm, KG. If a man get a 5 minute, 20 minutes here and there, of course, when he come in, he might go try hard and it go make him do stupid mistake. It go make him look stupid because he might try to be everywhere the ball is.
We can't deflect this and let's stay in this place. I'm happy we're in a space of honesty, and I missed the super chat. Let me go back and get that 1 second. Let me quickly read this. Boom, I've saved it. Cool. We've had Ollie, and we've had, I don't know what's happened to your line. We've had Ollie, we've had Ranić, yeah? Let me just mute you for a second until that gets better. We've had Ollie and we've had Ranić, yeah? Both managers have decided to start an injured, let me get this straight, an injured McTominay ahead of Donny van der Beek. What the hell's going on? Then we have the same manager say, well, if these players do what they need to do in training, he comes across as a very honest manager. Why is he not starting him? I'm going to leave the floor to you, bro. There you go.
KG, me I wonder the same thing too. But at the same time, KG, we hear players come out and them say Donny van der Beek in a training look good. Him look good in a training. We see him sometime him cameo them when him get KG. We see the influence him have. We see what him can do. I don't think you can judge KG. I think with the McTominay thing is something deeper than the manager picking Scott McTominay. It's deep. It's something really deep, KG.
You don't think his application and him putting in putting in everything, even though he ain't got like he's limited.
Yo, KG, you know,
That's
that's why. You know what? That's why we're not going to win no trophy, KG. Because make time when me score a goal and him have a good game. The Southampton midfielder them score goal and have good game. Burnley midfielder score goal and have good game. But them is not Fabinho. Them is not Rodri. Them is not Fernandinho. Them is not Conte. Them is not Jorginho, Luka Modric. Them is not them big baller the KG. That's all man. We are Manchester United, KG. The biggest club, not one of. The biggest club in the world, KG. The biggest club in the world. We have two of the worst midfielder in the world in our midfield. And we are the biggest club in the world.
And my question's a simple one, because we all agree that Oli lacked tactical awareness and tactical understanding of the game and this, that, and the other, what we used to say about Oli. But you got a man that actually understands.
Me I gonna let it out. Me I gonna let out the cat. I've been laying down. KG, Ralph Akisas. Ralph want the full-time job. Ralph Akisas. Yeah, him want the full-time job. That's why I pick me time and I do all of the something them Ali I do the favoritism thing. Ralph want the full-time job. Ralph Akisas.
But wouldn't you, if you want the full-time job, wouldn't you play the man that's gonna help you win games to get the full-time job?
No, cause he might go play the man. He might go play the man with the good with Sir Alex, and Sir Alex can't put in a word for you. You see, Sir Alex tell Mourinho, make sure you play this youth, right? At that him tell Mourinho about McTominay, make sure you play this youth. And from that, McTominay never been out of Manchester United squad. Unless him injure 100% injure. Because when him 95%, him still there in the KG. So unless him can't walk and can't move one eye muscle him, are the only way out of the squad. And from Sir Alex said that to Mourinho. And go check the date. From Sir Alex said that McTominay never been out of the squad. KG, McTominay is a very good box-to-box midfielder. Me I see. Because he can get in there and he have a decent shot on him. It's like a striker type shot.
I think he's outworking certain man, honestly. That's my honest opinion. If you shouldn't just imagine, and you talk about the kitchen thing, yeah. If let's say you had a fall in there kind onion, and there's one man kind onion, but it's slow, it's delicate, and I've already cut like 28 onions, bruv, and the guy's got the small, delicate. That's what I feel like I'm getting from Donny van der Beek, bruv. He's not moving rapid enough. He's not doing what he needs to do. Is the technique there to do what is the technique there? Definitely. But what do I need from you? You're not giving it to me, bruv. You can't play.
I get you. But KG, the both of them, McTominay, KG would need McTominay, Danny, Fred. None of them not good enough for go toe-to-toe with City and the Liverpool and them and for the title and for Champions League. And that's what we need to be, KG. We need to get midfielder who can go toe-to-toe with them midfielder there.
Let me let the other people get on the line. Amazing. I'm happy. This is what the show's all about. Big up, Chino, man. This is what the show's all about, fam. I saw Chino in the cut. He said, listen, KG ain't happy. I'm coming to flame you out real quick. I said, come on the show, bro. It's not going to be one of them ones where it's not the echo chamber, fam. It can't just be my opinion. I want to hear from you lot, fam. Here you go. Carrick, Rooney, Ronaldo, Rio, McTominay, Fred, Rashford, Greenwood. Watch the old match. Both of these sets of players playing. You can't polish a turd. Wow. All right. Let's keep it going though, man. I need to hear from Rashbong Lahore. He's in the house. Here we go. Nah, he's got into music. What is going on? Are you gonna say anything? Nah, come on, Rashbong Lahore. Wait, hold on. Wait. I need to hear that. What? Yo. Shit. I don't know. I know the song. What song is that? That's gonna annoy me purely because someone said it's Titanic. No, it's not. Wait, I gotta figure out the song, bruv. He's a waste man. Ah! What you lot saying is Wingardium Leviosa? Hey, Rash Bungalow, man, you're a loser, bruv. You can come on and have a say, bruv. Don't be like that, bruv. Don't bottle it, fam. I'm gonna invite you one time back, bruv. Don't bottle it. Stand up, man. Be a man. Let's go. Let's see if you're a man. Fucking loser. Woo! All right, there it goes. We tried, man. That's definitely the guy that's always writing in the comments, in it. Here you go. Mo Salah, Hamid. Oh, there you go. Anyway, help me. It ain't easy without Klopp and Trent Ball. Good. They lost to my team, bruv. Come on, Super Eagles, bruv. Let's go. No, they carry last. Good. I'm happy, you know. Actually, that just made me just put a smile on my face again. All right, where am I going? I'm really trying to. People think I'm avoiding this. Wait, there's someone that's never called in before that wanted to talk. How do I say your name, bruv?
Hello.
Hello?
What's up, KG bro?
What's going on, big
What's
man?
up, KG bro?
What's your name?
Bro, my name is Dhruv and I'm from
Dhruv?
India actually.
Okay, wicked. Come on, Dhruv, India. Listen, the floor is yours.
I've been watching your day.
Talk to me, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, bro, I've been watching your show from day one. So
Big up, man. Thank you for this, bro.
Yeah. Bro, one thing I want to say, like, after watching the matches, you know, we've all been, how should I say, we've all been angry at the players.
Yeah.
We've all been questioning the players. We've all been questioning the tactics of the manager. And, you know, first it was Oli, then it was Fletcher, now it's Phelan, now it's Bruno, then it's Rashford, then it's Ronaldo, then it's Cavani. I mean, bro, we need to chill out, like for real. We need to chill out, and we need to plan for the future.
What are you saying?
The thing about Rashford.
Yeah, go ahead.
The thing about Rashford, bro. If Rashford was so trash, then Paul Hurst just came out and said that PSG want him to replace Kylian Mbappe. Do you think he's that bad? If he was so trash, if Martial was so good, people would have bought him. Yeah.
Chino won't like that comment still. He says, there you go. They said,
see, I'm not listen. I'm not saying that Rashford has been good. I'm just saying that people have been, you know, sticking you up for no reason, slagging him off for no reason. We need a good DM too. Scott McTominay is a box-to-box player. He's not a DM. So basically, what the thing is, this team is not assembled like in form of a team in a balanced approach. This team is unbalanced, bro.
Yeah,
you know it.
Heavily.
And people like players like Pogba, Martial, Rashford, they have to carry us. Bruno, we are all player dependent. We're not team structure. We're not team dependent. We need to simplify the game for these men and bring in a good manager, whether it's Ten Hag or Poch, whatever you want. Then we need to decide who's good and who's not. Sell them those who don't want to play and get players who want to play. It's that easy. We are literally crying over for no reason. We need to calm down.
You think we need to calm down? So do you reckon? Because someone wrote in the messages early when the show just started, they said you guys are still in the Champions League, you're still fighting for top 4, and you're in FA Cup. Why are you so angry? Do you think that person's got any right to say a comment like that, or you think that person's standards are too far low?
We know the performances have been like not good enough. We know we've been trash. We know we won't win the Champions League. Like we know that. We know that.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm
mean,
hoping. All I'm
we
doing is I'm just.
basically waffling if we think we
I
can
don't
win
feel
the
that. I don't think we
Champions
can.
League.
Listen, I'm just hoping. All I'm doing is hoping and every tournament, yeah, I'm hoping for a
Yeah,
beautiful
but
run. That's it. That's all.
I mean, I
There's
wish
nothing on
Palace
nothing to see visually to tell me that we can win it.
exactly.
It's just pure hope. That's all it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
But I know that that's what it is, though. You know, like I hope we can win against Aston Villa on Saturday. That's it. You know what I mean? But bro,
Bro, it's the
again,
same. I hope Teles and Dalo drops in, crosses in the box, and inshallah Cavani and Ronaldo scores from these headers against Atletico Madrid and the man. But yeah,
yeah,
bro,
that's it.
I actually think that this team is unbalanced. We need to calm down. We are literally, I mean, we are abusing every one of our players. We know they've not been good enough. We need to support these man. Like, we need to chill out for a bit. For real, bro. That's my
I rate
opinion.
it. I rate it. Listen, Dhruv, thank you so much for calling in. Amazing call. I liked it. All right, look after yourself. I'm gonna bring on I've got Temi and Santiago. Actually, I might just bring these men on together and see what these have to say together. There you go. Temi, Santiago, welcome to the show, man. Yay! All right, let's go. And my Nigeria shirt as well.
Exactly.
Oh
Settling
man,
the Jollof debate, one game at a time.
one game at a time. We have to deal with them, bruv. Salah who, fam? I love that.
Exactly.
Hey, Mo who? Come on. Only gonna get stupid Eagles, but I don't want to talk too much. How's Ghana done? Did Ghana win their game?
You did.
Are they? Wait 1 second. Let me check.
I don't know. I don't know.
1 second. Let's check. AFCON.
My audio cut out for a second.
AFCON. Let's see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Oh,
hey, they lost. Hey.
Ooh. Ghana must go.
No, we can't say that. We can't say that no more, man. They must stay. Jesus' name. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna call. I need to call Rich. Anyway, cool. Talk to me, bro. I got you two in here right now. A lot of different thoughts, a lot of different vibes. 1 second, I'll see if you're. Yeah, that works out. Just where you're sitting. What's your thoughts on things, man? Like,
I think it's about levels, KG. We've forgotten our levels, and obviously, I listened to the show last week. Our level is, let's just get it straight. Our level is Real Madrid, Juventus, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City. That's our levels, right?
Yeah.
Let's start with our players. Please, KG, on honesty, which of our players will walk straight into all these teams I've mentioned and bench any of them in their positions? Mention any player, KG. Let's begin with that, because I think now we're living in our fantasy where we believe our players are good enough. And that's our levels. I didn't say Everton. I didn't say Seville. You know the clubs I mentioned. That's our levels. Unless you say that's not our levels. Can you mention players apart from Ronaldo? Because Ronaldo is the king. Any player that will go into those teams and bench any of their players. Go. Your turn.
David De Gea.
Definitely De Gea.
Not on recent form. I would say Bruno. I'd say Bruno gets in. Would you say Pogba gets into the Liverpool team?
Leave Pogba. Pogba is already. You know, he's not a Man United player no more. I don't believe he's a Man United player.
All right, so I'd just say Bruno. I think Cavani gets in. You know, Sancho.
Yeah, say Sancho. Yeah, for sure.
Bruno, Sancho, Cavani. Bruno, Sancho, Cavani. De Gea. Varane. Hell, we're starting to build a team here.
Those 5 teams, they will bench. I didn't say one of those teams. Those 5 teams at the same time. So, okay, who's Cavani going to bench in Chelsea? He will bench, not to be a part player. He will bench.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, who's going to bench in Real Madrid? Who's going to bench in Real Madrid? Who's going to bench in Real Madrid? He has to bench every single players in those 5 clubs, not just one. He has to bench 5. It's 5 out of 5, KG. Remember, when we had Ronaldo could bench any player when we had Ronaldo. Tevez could bench any player. Scholes could bench any player. Rio Ferdinand could bench any player. Vidic would bench any player. Ever will bench any player. Gary Neville will at least do 4 out of 5. Giggs will do 5 out of 5.
Hold on.
Levels. I'm talking about levels now.
My true answer on that.
He ain't benching, right? He's not getting ahead of Benzema, innit? Cavani's not getting ahead of Benzema, fam.
Yeah.
It's tough,
Let's
though.
just say we are not the same level. Let's start with that, KG. We're not at the same level.
So,
We're not the same level.
Sancho's benching that.
Ronaldo. I don't know if Sancho gets into every one of those teams. So that as far as this assignment,
it's tough.
It's not
the level, like I'm thinking, Narcy. Before we signed Sancho, he could go anywhere and play. That's the honest truth. There was a moment when
I agree.
I don't know if there was a moment when Bruno, well, recent Bruno form has been terrible, but Bruno again last season, he can go anywhere and start. There was no issues. No one was calling for his head. You know what I mean? De Gea's back. De Gea's put in the fact that De Gea's back kind of makes me sad because he's winning player of the season again. It just shows us where we're back to. De Gea again is another one, but then it's a shame. Like I used to be able to say Rashford could walk into. I can't say that right now. On current form, I'm not I won't do it. You know, I'm not gonna just and you know how I like Rashford. You know what I mean? But he can't get in at the moment. You know, so it is where you have a point because before there was some unquestionables. Some players, as you said, Rio gets in. No matter what, take whoever's out, put him in. Vidic, put him in. There's certain players that are like that. We're not there anymore. We're not there. But you reckon that all comes down from there's a lot of things that come into play to make us be there, though. And we're not a team. Santiago, what's your thoughts on things and just the team and just some of the stuff Temmie's brought to the table?
Well, okay. So what I was gonna come and say is, did you notice that McTominay got a lot more space with Lindelof and Varane up at the back? I know we didn't play great yesterday, but there was a lot more space. He was getting forward more. We're a little bit more attacking. So I'm wondering if players are also realizing, you know, because Maguire runs faster than, you know, I don't know. It's like the trees from Lord of the Rings run faster than Maguire.
So. No, the trees. And they cover a lot of ground, though. Them trees are not to be effed with, fam. But yeah.
So it's kind of like the big thing that I was coming with. I was like, we'll give McTominay his flowers for scoring the goal and doing some. Now, as far as training, there's no way that he's not like getting, you know, winning aerial balls and scoring some long shots in training because you're playing on a small pitch, bro. Like no wonder he's gonna be playing better than Donny in training. Like,
oh man, I just think I don't know. I feel like we're doing it again, and I just don't want the fans to do the same. Like Elanga came on, he had a great 10 minutes. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying, and this is where the fans are kind of inconsistent. They say that Elanga showed more in that 10 minutes, but I'm like, well, when he played for longer, and what about that then? It's like now you can't judge it because it is what it is. It's like wait,
exactly
what we're talking about. Then tell me what the judgment thing is. How we're gonna judge this thing? You know, it's so, and I just don't want us to again. Now we're gonna hype up Elanga. And then we get the same again because we were crying out for Greenwood, and now people can't stand him because he doesn't pass. You know, this is the issue. When Ollie kept Greenwood out of the team, we were laughing at Gareth Southgate for the longest time, and now all of a sudden Greenwood's not where we need him to be. And it's like he's like everyone. Like we were calling this kid generational the other day. Now all of a sudden,
yes.
You know what I mean? Mason Greenwood, what do you call it? Van Persie. And stuff, and it's like it's wild. I just think us fans we do have to. Why we have to look at ourselves as well. That's all. In
we do.
Look at ourselves because it's mad
We
what
lack
we
something though.
journeys like, and I'm the worst for it because I'm up, down, left. Like I'm the what I need to know. I'm learning this season to try and chill a bit, just a little. I'm trying to like just say, you know what, like you just got all you can do. Like I don't know how hopeful I can be this season. Is where I'm got to this season. Like, and I don't know
all these players. All we can do is open play.
Go on.
I don't know what I'm saying is all we can hope is fair because I feel sorry for the younger players. There is no leader in that team. You know, unlike when Giggs could have gone to, I don't know, he had Mark Hughes, he had Cantona. Look at the people he had Roy Keane, vice versa. When Roy Keane was the veteran, and when Giggs was the veteran, when Scholes was the veteran, when Ria was the veteran, people like Rooney were coming in. Look at the people he's met. Who has Rashford come to meet? Who has Greenwood come to meet? Who has Marcel come to meet? Who's McTominay come to meet? Maguire? Pogba?
De Gea? Ronaldo though.
But no, Ronaldo is just this season, KG. Let's not. Ronaldo hasn't been here for a long time. I'm just saying when Rashford was coming into the team, when Greenwood was coming into the team, when who else? Who did they meet? Who were the leaders they met? That's what I'm saying. You know, Maguire, that was it. Pogba, who, 50 in, 50 out, as you rightly said, even though I'm a Pogba fan, today he's going, today he's leaving. Should I stay? Should I go? Gabriel, that's the song. We have none of this.
What's your Santiago? Talk to me. What's your thoughts on what Temmy's saying now?
Yeah, I mean, he's right. To a certain extent, like I do think there were certain players who were just not leaders, right? Like earlier, I had mentioned that Phil Jones, De Gea, and CR7 are the only ones that have really won something here, right? Everybody else was either in the youth team or brought in, afterwards, and it shows, right? Phil Jones came back. He looked the best player. I guess it was among a bad team or among a bad game, but he looked the best player, right? He was emotional after the pitch. CR7, there's a reason we're in the Champions League because of him. And then David De Gea,
and Bruno. When people say that we're in the Champions League because of Ronaldo and Bruno, fam, because most assists in that Champions League, let's never forget that. Because it's someone passed him, he didn't pass himself. Yeah, just in case. Because people seem to forget that, and all of a sudden, Bruno's rubbish. He's not even good enough. I spoke to Adam today, and he goes, "Raw, Bruno really should be holding bench and coming off the bench, bro." I said, like, what is this? Nah. We're insane. We're insane. Hey, look, this guy.
I'm not a Bruno fan, but we need Bruno. I'm not a Bruno fan, but I do believe we need him. I'm not really hyped up to Bruno level, but we need him. He's effective for the team, and you cannot fault his stats. As I said, I'm not a Bruno fan, but it's all about United now. I'm done with all this point players because I just want us to win. I want us to lift a trophy. And all this negative thing. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, like, we inherited these problems because of Ollie. Like we're not necessarily talking about how bad that morale is. Like the worst way to kill your employees' morale is to reward bad employees. And that's what we consistently did. We just had consistently bad, and this is not just in football, but like if you have a bad employee and you just consistently like reward him and like he's your go-to guy when he's not actually delivering results, there's somebody else in the background who is actually doing their work, doing better things, then yeah, they're going to be upset about it. They're going to be like like basically that's how the WhatsApp groups start, right?
Yeah. Now, shit, man, this is depressing. Yeah. This is depressing. How does Santiago first? How does Ralph fix this?
Well, one, he has to ignore the fans because fans are being fickle about Ralph right now. He's like whatever. I'm in here for 6 months. Like whether he continues to be coach or consultant or whatever the heck that position means. Like, he just needs to be like, you know what? I guess, sorry for swearing, but no fucks given here.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard because I feel like he's doing this job. I'm hating the fact that it's interim. I hate that because I feel like you're doing the job behind, like, with your hands tied behind your back almost. You've got no real power. He needs to be in there to say, listen, if you don't fix up, I'm selling you tomorrow and I'm going to replace you. It should be like that, but he can't do that. So he almost can't get what he wants. I can't even really judge Ralph because he's not in full control as it stands because it's an interim. So we don't know how good he could be here.
I guess in that case, as a consultant, then go have that conversation with Fletcher or Murta or whatever, and have a meeting with the players and be like, whether this guy is going to be the manager or not, he's going to be a consultant. So if he tells us that you should be sold, you're going to get sold. Like that, like, just give him that authority. Like, even if it's a fake authority, just make the players believe so.
All right, listen, guys, thank you so much, man. Amazing.
Thank you.
Excuse me. How does Raw Parallel says Ollie was an interim? It didn't feel like this. Ollie played for the club. There was respect to that. He's a club legend, right?
Leave Parallel alone. I heard look, I don't like name dropping your guest, but he said things last week. He was saying because I know he's going for Ralph, and he's the same person on your show who said he was never going to say Ole out. Either last week or 2 weeks ago, he asked you a question: was Wan-Bissaka good? Was Greenwood good? Was Rashford good? Trying to imply that all this is Ralph's fault. So honestly speaking, you need to call Parallel out. He needs to be consistent. And that's it. I really don't like this because he's inconsistent right now. 1 week he's blaming all the players and not Ole. Now it's now Ralph's fault. He needs a good debate and he needs to come at it. There's something Flex says, PEE, points, evidence, and explain your evidence. He needs to do that. He can't just be throwing out comments. He needs to explain it and quantify it.
Well, thank you so much, Thames. All right. Well, I'll see you later. Bloody hell. He said points, evidence, and I can't remember the last one, but bloody hell, it's Parallel in the house. Yee! Look at Richard. Look at Richard's face. It was bad. Parallel's here. I had to bring him in to ask what's going on. Oh, bloody hell. That escalated the way Chino escalated on me, fam. Chino's behaving like I'm not a family member. Chino, don't ever do that shit again, fam. Let me bring him in. Oh, bloody hell. Hello, Parallel. Hello?
Yo. Sorry, hey, I love it. The passion.
The passion is here.
The passion. Thames, big up yourself, man.
Hey, it's not still because I was sitting here. I said, "Hey, United."
Whoa, my guy,
hold on. Let me just 2 seconds. I need to read these super chats to respect them. So. All right, cool. Philemon, what we need now is a duo past the threading. Come on, you lot. No, I can't play. I can't play, bruv. I'm dead. I can't tell people to fix up. He wants to leave anyway. There you go. All right. Hello.
Hey, how's it going, man?
The floor is yours. He said,
positive day today. I'm feeling great. I'm in a good mood. I had some excellent news today.
When you say that I'm positive day and I'm feeling good today, we know at any moment.
I might flip. You know what? Like you, I've got a temper, bro. I saw you on Undefeated podcast.
Yeah.
That day, I'm not going to mention the topic.
Yeah. I got a real temper, fam. But no, seriously. So what you've been called out for right now is.
By the way, I'm not Ralph Rednick out. By the way, I'm definitely. Okay. I don't want our club to be a circus. My whole thing was, if he's talking about consistency, I said this illusion that when we fire Oli, we're going to have the same thing that Chelsea had with Tuchel. And everybody was saying, and I said, we haven't got that structure. Everybody came at me because I got the name wrong. And no, we do it. Look at Chelsea. They move like a big club. Now, that sort of feeling ain't there. And my whole point in saying Ralph Ragnick and, you know, drawing that parallel of Ralph Ragnick was, we sometimes look at managers and think we give them too much credit. Like, you know what I mean? We look at managers and feel like it's the system and philosophy.
I think I got a super chat. Let me quickly read that. Is it a super? Yeah, it is. Parallel. How did Ghana do? Don't worry though. Just keep. I had to read it out.
Ghana got smacked up 3-0 in it, but it's calm.
Go on, carry on.
None of our players turned up. They all chose to play for their clubs. I don't even know what's going on.
Let me stay with the thing. I'm taking the liberty. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but no, Ralph Ragnick. Listen, the best thing he done coming into this club was hire a sports psychologist. I said that I was never really into the philosophy and him going upstairs. I'm not holding my breath. But the main thing I wanted to touch on was I saw you on your other channel the other day, bro. And you sounded like you was agreeing on United View. And it sounded like you was agreeing with me when you were talking about empathy for Rashford and you're not going to kick in these players.
You know what? I finally, I'm not going to lie. I'm with you. I'm on that thing there, yeah. Just because I think I've been on the merry-go-round, yeah, of just this whole thing, yeah. And I feel like there's things that we've tried. I don't think just beating the players and kicking them when they're down is going to work. And I'm actually looking at all these different players, and I'm like, this strategy.
It's not that they don't care.
It's like they care. Like I know he cares. I know Rashford cares, but I think he's trying too much. I think it's all the way around. There's players that need the hard word, and there's players that need something completely different.
I think
like,
that was my.
You're not gonna get. If criticize me, you're not gonna get what you want from me. I'll probably just stop listening to you. Do you know what I'm saying?
But
boy. Yeah. There's another.
Arrogance is strong.
The arrogance is strong. I'm not gonna. But I feel like you have to learn these. Ralph has to quickly understand his players and what they need. I think with and maybe that's probably what is the disconnect. Maybe with a Donny, where Donny probably needs more encouragement. I don't know what this thing is because everyone. I don't know what it is because let me not just. I'm not because everyone's you're just going to talk about Rashford. I'm even trying to look at the Donny situation across the board. Something needs to change in
even our less favorite ones like Maguire. They fall in the same bracket. I'm not Maguire's biggest fan. What you're describing there is 100% what I was describing, and maybe because I get when I get loud, people aren't really listening to what I'm saying, so they weren't really. That's why when I said the Scott McTominay thing, when he came out in the media and was defending himself so early, I said I weren't too keen with that. Like just having an iron hand from day one in your first 7 days, figure out if he's the sort of player who responds well to that form of criticism before you decide that I'm just gonna do this Iron Maiden, this like strict authoritarian move in terms of a manager.
It's hard though because again, Santiago Temi of Quiet Adams come on and said he spoke about these players have had no structure, and again, you was a big Oli fan. These players have had no structure for the last a few years in terms of they could
agree about that now. I go back and look at your own videos. Ollie's at the wheel. Your eyes were closed. Your fist was clenched. We all believed at some point. So, some people say they never believed from day one. Listen, I'm not going to get into name calling or drawing people out. I only speak on people who speak on me. That's the only reason why I mentioned Adam in the first one. Like, you can go through all my calls. I never call out anybody unless you mention me. But in terms of what this is what I wanted to talk to you about. You see Rashford,
Yes.
I want you to do this favor for me. Like, go back and look at the Europa League final, right? When we lost, and look at his interview. Now, this is what I'm talking about: having a bit of empathy and a bit of patience and supporting these players. When I lost my mother, right, I was in shock.
Sorry, bro. Me too, fam.
I was in shock.
Why did I drop a bomb, fam?
No, it's got
to be another button, fam. Anyway, you understand where I was going with that?
No, 100%, brother. Like, honestly, that's why sometimes when you speak, like, there's a lot of relations there. Like, I deep what you're saying. So, like, when somebody's in shock, they actually think they're okay. I remember I told myself, listen, I'm just gonna throw myself into work, and it's fine. I threw myself into work. Later on, when I got better and I looked at my work, I said, "What the bomber is this nonsense that I was doing, bro? It was just nonsense."
I did the
So,
same.
so it's if you speak to Rashford today, yeah, I believe he is in shock. When you look at that interview, it looks like a man who can't figure out his words. He's in shock. He can't believe this has happened. Now, of course, it's not as gravitas as losing your mother, but shock is
Yeah.
shock. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Shock is shock. If you're in it, you're in it. And
Yeah.
you go to the Euros, you miss this penalty, you come back, you're one of probably a manager you're quite fond of, gets fired. I think he has been on a trajectory of slow shock. And if you speak to him, he's probably going to say, "I'm ready for the fight. I can go." And what I'm looking for Ragnick to do, Thames, don't get upset because I'm asking Ragnick to do that, is display a bit of emotional science to the guy and say, right, this player's in shock. How do I get him out of shock and get him performing well for me? Because a system.
And we saw it with there was a time and I was so pissed off. Remember when Pogba lost his dad and he was going through it and no one was considering it, just talking about haircut. And I was just so angry at that time. I was like, bro, the guy's lost his dad. Yeah, I mean, but it was nothing again. And like, I remember that period. I remember that period of thinking shit, like, because again, and do you know what's going to happen? The worst thing that could happen is Rashford does a sit down. I'm not just saying Rashford, but any of these players do a sit down with, I don't know, Jesse Lingard done his one. And all the fans looked at themselves and said, "Oh man, I feel so bad." Yeah, Ray. It's like, bro, you man, shut up, bro. Because at my lowest moment, you look bro. So it's nuts, like, and it's like, yeah, we got back, bro. And we all do this thing. We do this thing. So I've called out the fans this season. Like, well, just in the last few days, I've been calling us out because I think it's just like it's just so forgetful, bro. You saw it today. People behaving like
Bruno.
Bruno's the problem. I can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe what's happened, bruv.
Right.
Bruno was helping people win their fantasy leagues, bruv.
Nah, he's like,
all of a sudden, shit. Like when I call him, when I say he's world class, or he's good, or like he's on the verge of world class and stuff, the anger that comes back, and I'm like, bro, like there was a time when everyone was on this Bruno hype. You know what I mean? And yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, it is what it is. I just feel that as fans, there's a job that we probably need to do now, and it is being realistic of where we are. We have to be realistic in where we are, where I think is bad. And we got to back the boys, and we can criticize 100%. We have to criticize and say, shit performance, but we still got to back them.
Right. And my three favorite my three favorite least players, players I like the least, are still players that can give you on their day, or like, let's not even say on their day, they can have like a 2-month period where you're like, you know what, I'm wrong. I'm talking Lindelof, Telles, and Maguire. Those are my. So I don't buy into this whole thing that this whole squad is rubbish. I just don't buy into that. There are players who are underperforming, but we all know when these players, we can look at, you can pick a name and you can say, right, you know what, I remember a month period where I was like, you know what, we need to start this player every game. You can point at almost every one of those players. There's at least 16, 17 players where they've shown not just a game, a period of where they're an informed Manchester United player. So we need to figure out a rhythm. Love and blessings to Thames. He pointed out at some players. He went. I think he mentioned Ronaldo. He mentioned Tevez, Ronaldo, Nani, and all of these players who could get into those old school. And I was like, you've forgotten Fletcher, you've forgotten O'Shea, you forgot you've forgotten West Brown, you've forgotten all of the players.
Bayern, no, I don't know about that.
But what I'm saying is, you don't need a team full of. Everybody in this team is a 10. He walks into Real Madrid. It don't work like that. You can have a mix and blend. So yes, a lot of our players, sometimes you might say we might overhype them, but we support them. We're supposed to overhype them. I don't believe that we're supposed to let our fans say, "Oh, you're not as good."
I'm never doing that. I'm never doing that, bro.
You know what I mean?
You know me. I'm defending. You saw me in the Lad Bible thing, fam. I'll defend the indefendable at times, bro, because it's our team, bro. And I said what I promised to do this season, this year now, starting from now, I'm not getting at it with other Man United fans about our players. If a Man United fan hits me on Instagram and says, "Hey, Rashford, shit," I'll be like, "All right, cool. They got this." I'm not getting back and forth. I refuse now.
100%. It's because like, why are you arguing with this person if you support? The one thing I do want to touch on is the Ollie thing. Yeah. And I know I'm the Premier Oleander, even though it's too late for me. I did say I was never Olean, but it's cool. I'm the Premier Oleander. Remember, I've gone back. I've got the recordings. I always used to say I'm not in or out, but for the show, I'm Olean.
All right, cool.
Yeah. For the show, I'm Olean. Yeah.
All
But one of the things I will say
Yeah.
that Oli, like when I look at Klopp and I look at the times their teams failed, the Europa League final, the Champions League final, and how they coined the term mentality monsters. I loved Oli for a lot of the things he done. And I saw you put up my chat once. I was in a conversation, I believe, with a gentleman called Philip.
Yeah.
And we were discussing something, and you put up my chat, and I said my biggest issue, it was in the conversation, I said my biggest issue with Oli is that he couldn't figure out how to re-inspire after the failures. And that was for me. Everybody was talking about tactics and this and that, and for me, I was like thinking these players' heads are gone. But Oli has shown so far how to make players want to play for him and run for him. But I don't think he could. I think he recognized players were in shock and were doubting themselves. I think he recognized that. That's why he kept saying, believe in yourself, trust yourself. But I don't think he had the tools to snap him out of it. I don't think he had. Yeah. And that's the part where I look at him and I'm just like, man, if you had those, anybody, whether it's the sports psychologist, whether it's Ragnick, I don't care who it is, whoever this Armas guy, whoever he brings in, it could be Darren Fletcher. I just want them to take an approach to say, right, sit down. You're probably blaming Aaron Wan-Bissaka for the reason why we got knocked out the final. You're probably blaming Maguire. You're probably blaming Bruno. Let's talk about you. Why do you feel like you're in shock? How can we improve you? And if you concentrate on you, I'm going to do my job and make sure your teammates are also concentrating on them. And that's the sort of management, like, you know what I mean, that I'm looking for.
Listen, big up Parallel. He always comes if he's called out, he all right, fam. Anyway,
love and guidance, bro.
Hopefully Ghana can turn it around, fam.
I don't believe it. They've all decided to stay at their club. I think Gianni was even playing rubbish at Roma. No wonder they got banged by Juventus.
Now you gotta call up Asamoah Gyan, fam. Look at Ramjan's face. I need to come on. Rav. You've invited me on anyway. Like,
okay, just wait, okay?
I got you and Jeff in the house right now.
Some
people don't agree with all the Parallel's opinions. There's opinions, fam, and he's allowed to have them, fam. So it is what it is. A lot of you don't agree with my opinions, fam, but hey. Yeah, man, come on and just discuss whatever you agree with or don't agree, come on and chat. Anyway, I brought in Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye knows ball, man. He knows the game. He knows what's going on. I brought in Jeff. What's going on, my brothers?
What's up? How you doing?
Too much on son.
Hey, we are not having any Ghana talk right now, boy. Hey, we were terrible.
They're saying that you lost your identity, fam. You lot just doing I'm a piano and chill, fam.
We didn't even chill. I don't even think we turned up at the tournament. But you know what? I'll be the bigger person and say congratulations against you.
Thank you, bro.
Today.
Salah who, fam?
No, your squad looks strong.
That's what I'm saying. You're natural on the man, fam. Anyway, let's not focus on that. And it does feel good to be doing this. Rich, talk to me, man. Man United, the fans, Rashford. Your thoughts? I can't even ask you what the issue is. Someone's got some real background sound. Let me see who the weak link is. It's Jeffrey. All right, cool. 1 second. Let's bring it.
Is that fixed?
Nah, Jeff.
Hold on. I got you. I'll plug my mic in. Real quick.
I'll leave you in the background.
Shit, I'm saying.
There you go. Talk to me, Rich, man. What's your thoughts, man, as a neutral?
You know what? I think the one thing and obviously the outside looking in, that I will say is the most disappointing aspect is that I don't think Ragnick is in control of anything.
Explain.
Yes, he's only there for 6 months, so that's already kind of a difficulty because obviously the players are going to be thinking, oh, you know what? I don't like your methods. We're just going to wait this out until you're gone, sort of thing. But I think the issue at hand is that he's come in, he's spoken about like intensity, control, and the likes. you say control, and you've left the most technical player that you have on your bench, but that's another story. And it doesn't look like anything has actually changed. Like it's interesting to say, like, since Rangnick has come in, what is actually different from the previous regime?
Let's see if Jeffrey is not fixed up his situation. I'm going to bring in another guy to just have this conversation with you as well. One done.
Do me a favor, please.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm going to find someone to play in midfield with you. Don't worry. It's going to happen. Here you go. Chris is here.
KJ!
What's going on, bruv? Wait, so listen. Hold on. I need you to have this conversation with Rich right now. And we're just trying to work something out. Yeah? He said, what has changed? He's saying since this new guy's come in, he's saying we pretty much look the same. What's your thoughts?
He's right, KG. Apart from the 30 minutes from Crystal Palace where we saw a high-pressing, energetic team, everything's been the same, KG. Apart from us not leaking goals, we're still conceding lots of chances. So he's correct, and all we gotta do is just hope that Ralph could turn it around the next upcoming games. But it's same old, same old. Nothing's really changed.
1 second, because I feel like you're driving. I need to respect the situation. I'm gonna bring you back in when you're not driving. Still, that just feels like a mad thing. I'm fully hearing car drive, bruv. Nah. I don't be responsible for that, fam. There you go. All right. Oh damn. See again. Missed his points. All I was thinking about is please don't crash. Sorry, bruv. So I missed everything you're saying. Again, Jeff, I'll bring it to you still.
Yeah.
Saying that nothing's changed at this team. We're pretty much the same. Ralph has no control. Rich says something, though. He talked about he's looking for control, but he's leaving his most controlling player on the pitch. Someone that knows ball as much as Ralph does extensively, do you think, shouldn't he be smart enough to see that he'll be his best player?
I mean, I think I look at I think about it like this. Have you ever seen Sister Act 2?
Yeah, of course I have, bro.
All right. So this is the part of the movie where Whoopi Goldberg comes in. The class is bad as hell.
Yeah.
But then she's like, everybody sing a song and they sound terrible. But then throughout the movie, you start hearing, these three girls can sing. This dude can sing. Oh,
yeah.
And she says, we have to teach you to sing as a choir, because singing by yourself is different than singing as a group. The problem with Manchester United has always been we have talented individuals, but they either don't fit together, or we haven't devised a system for them to fit together. Under Mourinho, we played ugly football, but we brought in all these explosive, like, offensive players, and we were fitting round pegs into square holes. Under Ole, the reason why it looked so good in the beginning was because Ole was just like, go out there and do whatever you want to do, boys. And it's like, okay, Pogba higher up the pitch. That's where he wants to be. Marcus Rashford on the right-hand side instead of the left-hand side, because that's where he's better. Because Marcus Rashford can't cross with his left foot. So if you can't cross with your left foot, I don't understand why we're putting you on the left side to begin with, because all you can do is cut in and shoot. Same thing we're seeing with Mason Greenwood right now. Now Greenwood, coming from the right-hand side, is cutting in, shooting with his left. It's getting too predictable, and the style of play that we have developed has been so selfish. It's only geared towards players getting their individual numbers. And that's why players like Pogba, players like Martial, sometimes players like Matic, they get a lot of stick because they're doing things and they're doing the job. And they're like, I'm doing my job. I'm sitting in this hole. Like, y'all are telling me Paul Pogba didn't do what he was supposed to do. Well, he got the same number of goals and assists as he did in Juventus in the same number of games. So what we saw at Juventus, literally in numbers, we got from him already at Manchester United. But the problem is,
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. Let me hear
the numbers he put up at Juventus, he put those up at our club in the same amount of games. Like, if you could do a side-by-side comparison of goals, assists, because that's all we care about, right? When we talk about Rashford, when we talk about Bruno, all we care about is GA. We don't talk about performances. So let's keep that same energy all around. The lesson our fan base needs to learn is keep that same energy. Like, we already putting Ralph at the pasture when we was fighting about Ole for 2 years, and people saying he still needs more time. He haven't even been here for 2 months and he's lost 1 game. He's trying to implement a system on a group of players who basically have been undisciplined and been allowed to run around and do whatever they want to do for the past 2-3 years, however it's been since Jose left. And now you want him to come in first day and get the class in order? You want to have him come in first day ready to win the quarterfinals? Like, no, brother, we got to find out who's Lauren Hill. We got to get her to fight her mom to get on the bus and sign her own permission slip. You know what I'm saying? We got to run from the Friars and lock the dude who's trying to shut this. We got a whole lot of steps in between where we are now and where we want to be. And we're not going to be able to get there by leapfrogging.
This guy's goated, fam. You know when you do the perfect analogy?
That analogy was cold.
Yeah. Find the Lauren Hill, fam.
I want to say this about Rashford because this is your boy. And I missed the past couple of Rashford episodes.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Rashford fan. There's a player in there. He's talented. He has to get out of his own way, in my opinion. Yeah. I think that, one, he needs to be playing on the right-hand side. I understand why he wants to play on the left because he scores more goals there. But he will help our team more on the right-hand side because what is the thing we keep complaining about all the time? We never getting any crosses in the box from the right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka. Well, it's not just on Wan-Bissaka. Mason Greenwood is over there too. He's not putting in crosses from that side. Like the way our midfield is imbalanced, Bruno doesn't drop deep enough for any of our 2 holding midfielders to be able to get up and possibly put in crosses. Who put in that cross for us to win yesterday? Fred. How many times have we seen one of our holding midfielders put in a cross from that position? Be in that position to even receive the ball and put in the cross. So I think that Rashford would do himself a much better service playing on the right-hand side because he can cross the ball in.
And what, Sancho on the left?
Sancho and Greenwood can fight it out for the left.
I don't think Rashford's.
I think Greenwood personally is better through the middle.
I think
he was doing well for us.
I don't think Rashford's a right winger at all.
I don't necessarily think he's a right winger either. But if we're playing a 4-3-3, like everybody can't be inverted. Everybody can't just be thinking about scoring goals. Like we got Ronaldo who wants to score, Greenwood who wants to score, Rashford who wants to score, Bruno who wants to score. And then when we look at our holding midfielders, if a Pogba comes back, people want more goals from him, even though he's supposed to be holding. When Donny van der Beek goes out there, he doesn't get goals and assists, but he helps control the game. But because he's not putting those stats up, we're like, well, did Donny really do anything? Did Donny really play well? And it's like, did we lose with him on the field? When he came on, did we or did we not get control of the game? That's for everybody to decide on their own.
He didn't control the game, fam.
I don't think he controlled the game on his own.
Controller plugged in, fam. We were just watching that game as a simulator, fam. It was. When you played championship, was it Football Manager? Now everyone plays. It was that one, bro. When you set up the team and they just do their thing, fam. We got moved to by Aston Villa.
No, and I 100% agree with that. But when you play in the midfield, part of it is about your chemistry. Part of it is being able to, like, if you're a one-touch player, but you playing with a bunch of people who don't know how to play one touch, who looks bad? You, because you're constantly getting the ball and giving it, but the player ain't where he's supposed to be. So if we on the give and go and you don't go, but I gave the ball away. Even like Flex was talking about it on your show today. There was a pass from Lindelof to Fred, and it was a terrible pass. Fred ended up getting a yellow card, but then all people talk about is Fred can't keep the ball. It's like, look at these passes. We can't even play passes to feet. We can't even hit people in stride. Yeah. We don't know whether to put it on your left foot or your right foot. Like, we're talking about basic stuff you're supposed to be doing at the academy level that our senior top 11 players are not doing on an effective basis, on a consistent basis. So Ralph has a lot to clean up. And I don't know if anybody has ever renovated a house, but it looks worse when you start getting into the work. Like, we got walls to tear down. We got floors to rip up. We need new cabinets. We need new bathrooms. We need a whole new install. And y'all walking in on demo day like, oh, Ralph, I don't know. Like, where's the chandelier? What you mean chandelier? There's no ceiling, my guy.
And that's enough. Listen, Jeffrey takes the W's, bro. In terms of analogies and breaking it down, he takes a W, man. We can't. What are we gonna do with that, bro? Man said, "Where's the He said, "Where's the chandelier?" Never day. Nah, that was wicked. Yeah,
That was cold.
He was good, fam. No, these energies are on fire. And listen, I just want to say big up to, thank you everyone, man. Big up this amazing community, man. And Rich, make sure, because you're doing a lot of AFCON right now as well. You're being I have to get on. I will get on.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
The thing as well. Plug the thing, let people know what on and where to find you and that.
Yeah, Eagle-Eyed Football, pretty much everywhere, guys. Yeah, currently doing AFCON, co-streaming with my boy Roland at Pros Only TV and such. So no, it's good vibes at the minute. Good vibes.
Let's go,
Before I shoot, just on Rashford. When was the last time you actually had a coach?
Please. Jose.
I would even take it back to Van Gaal.
Van Gaal brought him in it. Van Gaal's the one that unearthed him and found him.
And what I'm talking about, aspects of the coaching, is the technical side to the game. Because Jose
giving you that. Jose's not
wasn't giving you technical, right?
No. Just
mainly counter-attacking.
Yeah.
Same with Ollie. And now Rangnick's trying to bring back technical. So all the players who are so used to now counter-attacking football, fast-paced, and even Bruno, who's unfortunately suffering in this current system, it's normally quick, fast-paced, one touch, out of the feet, into space, everything into space. Now we're trying to
let me counter. Wait, hold on. Let me be fair. All our strikers scored plus 20 goals when Ollie was there. Was their thingy? Yeah, under Ollie.
Yeah.
And the striking coach, he was saying, "I want him to score the sloppy goals. I want him to score the tap-ins and rare." From a going up front, everyone had their best season from a goal-scoring perspective.
There was about 20 goals each.
As well.
But you worked best
under Ollie.
You worked best under Ollie on the break, I would say. That's where you did your most damage. You were frightening as a team. Now you've slowed your game down to an extent when you're on the ball. And you have to be a lot more patient. And Rashford works better in space, trying to isolate 1v1 and such. Yeah. Unfortunately, now he's looking like he's a bad player. When I don't think he's a bad player, he's looking like he's a bad player because it's not quick enough. Before he wants to make that decision, when Rashford has to think, it's a problem. When he has time to think, he makes the wrong decision. When he's instinctive, he's dangerous. The problem is now under Ralph.
You think he's on the Walcott settings and that? You think he's one of them? Can't do it.
I mean, taking it to Walcott levels is a mad disrespect, but
no, because Walcott, that was the main thing they said about him. When he had time, he couldn't do what he needed to do. That was one of the biggest arguments. I don't know if I've seen him be kind of cold in front of goal, and put things away, and giving with time, had time and is bottom corner, place it.
But that's fine if he's getting the ball in behind. But majority of the time, he's got the ball in front of the defender. He's having to make an actual tactical positioning sort of.
And they've never done
the English Adama in the comments. No,
you lot are just no. Rubbish. Anelli has been on a mad thing this whole. I've been watching him as well. This whole show, fam. Don't think I ain't seen you, fam. And I'm just waiting for him to hit the thing and call in, fam. But he's not on it, fam. Anyway,
my last point on Rangnick, If these players are not buying into your system, chuck the under 23s in and make a statement. You've only got 6 months. You've really only got 6 months. Just do it.
Do it.
Because at the end of the day, you've got to set your standard. They either play for you or they don't.
Yeah.
And get Darren Fletcher out of your ear. He shouldn't be anywhere near your sideline. It's a madness. What is this? Technical. Anyway, listen, brother. Big up to you. Keep growing. Do your thing, my bro.
We're here, man. I think I'm on the road to 17,000, but I'm 100 away or something stupid.
Then it will happen by the time AFCON is finished. Don't worry.
Yeah, man. See you later, bro. Look up yourself. I'm gonna bring on 2 more people: Natty Reckless and United Ferbert. Here you go. Yo.
Big man, walk on.
Yes, KG.
Walk on, wait, yes. Hold on. All right, Fabs.
Where's it?
Yo, it's official, bruv. I like the name there, fam. Well, go on. You all right?
Yeah, man. Everything good, man. Where's it?
I'm blessed. Whoa, you messaged me, and I thought I'm gonna give you the what? Fabs, you're driving.
Yeah, no. Pull me back 10 minutes if you still
man.
Yeah, send me, bro. I deserve it. Send me.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here, man. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine as well, fam. Reynolds was not having it, fam. Reynolds was on strong. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Reynolds was on strong Tekashi energy, you know.
This is not KG, yeah. Let me drop my point and let me get out of here.
I drop your point, fam. Talk to me, man. The floor is
Listen,
yours.
yeah. Listen. Everyone keeps going on about McTominay and Freddie and why they're playing and they're not good enough. Listen, they're the fittest man in the squad. That's why they're there. When we're talking about passion, desire, it's because they're running around, they're tenacious. It's because they're the fittest man in the club. Matic, Pogba, even I'd say Bruno's in there, but Bruno runs around like a madman. So he don't really have the midfield. Yeah. You understand? So let me break it down because no one's not really saying the point. I think it's beginning of last season when we came back. Ali's talking about, oh yeah, the players are more fitter than the season before. Man United, you shouldn't be having these problems. Players should be fit and raring to go.
Yeah. Do you reckon the Euros though, that's how the season started and that? Do you reckon? Because a lot of teams came back not really on song and sharp. Does that have anything to do with it or not really?
That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. I see people talking about Lampard and Tuchel. You know what? Lampard's squad is fit. Lampard had the man them running. It didn't matter if you didn't play him, man. He still had the man them running. So when Tuchel come in, he could say, yo, I want you. I don't want you. But you're ready to go anyway, so it doesn't matter. You understand? Now, I hear people talking about Martial and let him go. All right, he don't want to play for the club. Yeah, let him go. Cavani, he don't want to play for the club, but we're keeping him. Double standards. So why, if I'm a player, yeah, and I see that kind of favoritism in my squad, why am I gonna want to stay there?
He's convinced. Remember, like I think he had the talk with. It's come from Martial, innit? Because I don't think he wanted Martial to leave. I think he had the conversation because he had to convince both of them, innit? And he said, Martial said, I want a new environment. He wants to be somewhere else. He's been there for a few years and he's had enough. And that wasn't even, he felt that way before Oli was really gone. Let's be honest, because his missus been dropping bare little messages saying, yeah, he's fit. Now. So he's already been upset before Ralph got in. And Ralph couldn't change his mind. I think he just looked at it and said, you know what? I need to change the scenery. So that's all it is.
KG, okay, let me drop this one on you. Yeah? You've got a girl, yeah? Right? She says she loves you, yeah? You come in the house and you see she's on the phone talking to her next man, yeah? You love her too, yeah? She says she ain't done the business yet, she just talking, so you give her a blind, yeah? You come back again, she do the same thing, yeah? Alright, yeah?
What the
You say, nah, time I gotta go, I can't stay here. I can't stay here. Disrespect. I'm talking about where Mal had number 9, yeah, brought out his clothing range. Man coming in the club, take out his number, yeah. I'm talking about all these things. So I don't hold no grudge against Anthony Martial leaving the club.
Angry. No, I was angry. You lot would know. There's the comment section is crazy. I was angry at Cavani when he was talking to Barcelona. If anyone's been watching the shows, I was furious, fam. I'm not gonna. You lot can see it. I said he's twerking, fam. I was angry, so that I've come out and spoken about the Cavani thing. Yes, he's agreed to stay, but I thought it's an embarrassment that he's trying to leave us to go to Barcelona, fam. You can't do that. And I thought he wanted to go with his family, fam. He's talking about getting South America by ways of Spain, fam. What the hell's going on, fam? I couldn't believe it.
Listen, the reason why Ragnick's twerking for them, man, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for a man like Cavani, is because he runs around. He's one of the fittest in the squad. Ronaldo can't do what Cavani's doing. I'm telling you now. He said, look, Ragnick said, oh, Rashford's been training well. He's been doing good in training. When he come on the pitch against Villa, first 10, 15, ball switching to him, it looks like he's on stuff. After that, he was dead. When he come off, did you see him resting his head against the headrest?
Yeah,
did you see him resting his head?
It was mad.
He's mentally and physically tired.
Let me ask you this question. Who's actually, I just want to know, and this is for the free seats as well, who's the best out of Martial, Cavani?
I'm saying Martial. I'm saying Martial. I'm saying Martial. I'm saying it with my chest as well. I'm saying Martial with my chest. He just don't do the running. He's just not as fit as Cavani. No, we can't blame Ragnick for that. We can't blame Ragnick for that. With the Solskjaer's been in the what, like 3 seasons, and we're one of the lowest running teams in the Premiership.
Against that.
Yeah.
Against that.
When let me break this down to you. When I play football. So when you play football, yeah, you don't have to be that fit. You don't have to be that fit because you ain't got the ball. You just park the bus and wait for your moments. When you've got the ball, when you're a Man City, yeah. Go on, Karen.
I know 1 second. I'm looking at the free seats, yeah. Let me see what they're saying because it's a good question I thought I should ask. Cavani, hands down. You got one person saying Martial, then you got AMG saying Martial. Martial's better than Cavani. Do we believe that as a community? Man said Martial.
Let me ask you a question.
Wait, hold on.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, yeah. Let me ask you a question. Against Villa, yeah. Against Villa, the ball comes into Cavani, yeah, in the 18-yard box, yeah. He tries to track the ball with his studs, yeah, for a shot. He ends up having to go back towards our own goal. Martial ain't doing that.
Hey, Natty, stop this nonsense. Martial's not better than Cavani. He's not. I don't give a damn. I don't give a heck. He can't beat, bruv. He's not.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Yeah. 1-on-1. If you had to put your house on it, 1-on-1, who are you having? If you've got to beat a man, yeah, and you can only pick Martial and Cavani, who are you having 1-on-1?
Dribbling. You say you gotta beat a man. I'm not trying to. I'm using Martial if I need to beat a man. If it's shooting and trying to score, I'm getting with the guy that's got the bow and arrow, fam. What are we talking about right now? Mr. Bow and arrow.
Hold on.
No one's moving like him in the ball. What are we talking about right now, bruv? Come on.
He's just running. You're talking about energy. You're talking about fitness, fam. That's what you're talking about.
Remember when he scored? Like, remember when Cavani came in, yeah, and no one else is making that run or getting there? I'm talking like poacher's goals. He's a poacher.
Listen, he can do that because he's fitter. He can do that because he's fitter. Listen, when you are fit, you do the right things. When you are fit, you're doing the right things. Okay, all right. Let me break it down. Did you watch the game?
I'm gonna wait. Hold on. Let me talk to you. We're both gonna talk on a level. I know I have a Wan-Bissaka and Rashford problem in it. Yeah, I've gone to the like Alcohol Anonymous and I said, you know what? I've got a problem. I admit it. Yeah, the hold Martial FC has on the community is crazy because you're now saying that Martial is better than Cavani, bro. And I know you deep down in your heart of hearts, you can't believe this, but the coat has gone too far, bro. And I'm here to say, I'm here to rescue you, fam. Step away, bro. He wants to leave. It's over. And I might even need to bring back Chino as well because he might be another one, fam.
Listen, I'm saying let him leave because I'm saying let him leave. He's had too much disrespect. Let him leave. Let him leave. But if you're asking me who I would play up top out of them two, I'm telling you, I play Martial. Like I said before, Rashford Wants his bedroom. I'm sure it was Chino. Saying Rashford wants it. Yes, he wants his bedroom. Bro. He wants his bedroom.
I can't deal with this.
Listen. Let me just drop a few points anyway. Yeah, just talk about.
Come on.
Yeah. Wan-Bissaka, you got love for Wan-Bissaka, yeah.
I got mad love for Wan-Bissaka.
I cannot believe, yeah. I cannot believe, yeah. You're still not backing him. You're the biggest flip-flop. Yeah. Wan-Bissaka.
You told me to.
Wan-Bissaka. No. Let me finish. Wan-Bissaka has never had a decent right winger playing in front of him. Somebody that can just control the right back. Yeah. We're asking Wan-Bissaka to put in crosses, yeah. The game we played last, he put in 5 crosses, more than he's ever done before, and man is still killing him.
Bro, I'm not allowed. If the people's, because of my opinion on Wan-Bissaka has been so crazy, yeah, I've stopped talking about him. That's all that's happened. I love Wan-Bissaka, but I'm just gonna chill and let Delo do it. And I just need to see if he's the more supreme. But I am counting, and I'm saying to myself, well, we're still winning games 1-0. So how great is this attacking, bro? But the team's bad, so at the moment, I'm just gonna be humble and I'm giving Delo his fair share, bro.
Okay, all right. Whoever plays Saturday, yeah. Whoever plays Saturday, watch the right side. When Wan-Bissaka gives the right midfielder the ball and he goes on his run and he goes on the overlap, you tell me how many times he gets it back. That's all I want you to do. I'm gonna message you Saturday, and I just want you to tell me how many times he gets it back. Yeah, that's all I want you to do. We're talking about right back supposed to overlap and whip crosses in. We ain't Liverpool. Our squad ain't that fit. So when Wan-Bissaka gets forward, yeah, and he don't get the ball, that means one of our holding centre mids has to come across and come and do his work. Because he's all the way by the 18-yard box. That's an imbalance in the team. And when your team's not fit, you can't do that. When your team's not fit, you can't do that. When you've got Bruno running around like a madman and got no reins on him, you cannot do that. And I can't even blame Bruno for that, because when he came from Sporting, yeah, Ali let him do that because that's what he was doing at Sporting, and he knew that was the best he could get out of him. Just let him run around like a madman. Let him have his free roll, and you'll get the best out of him. Now Ragnick's in, yeah, and he's trying to give him some instructions, yeah, after he's running hard all week, yeah, and he's giving him instructions on the pitch. He can't act it mentally. This is why he's got a sports psychologist in there. You understand? Because he came in, ran the man them ragged, and he tried to give information, and they can't hold it. When my daughter's got homework and she's tired, I tell her go bed, do it in the morning, because you will retain more. You understand me? Ronaldo's not playing. Why do you think Ronaldo didn't play last game? Because Ronaldo probably thought, you know what, I have to step up in training. I have to show these man on it. But you know what? Him doing that kill you for the game. You'll probably see him play Saturday. Yeah, you'll probably see him play. He'll play Saturday and he'll be knackered. I'm telling you, he'll be knackered. Rashford won't play because he's knackered.
Oh, bro, I can't believe I almost done a 2-hour show. Listen, brother.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Are you gonna be at the game Saturday? I'm getting
to the next game. I'm doing the game. It's my wife's birthday, but I'll be doing what game am I at? I'm at West Ham. I'm coming to West Ham. So I'll see you on Saturday. I'll see you.
Yeah, I'm going down to the game Saturday. I'm going to talk to Flex, because Flex needs to get it from me as well. Because he watches the game and he chats some rubbish.
Give it to him, brother. And just again, if you're here to defend Wan-Bissaka, I'm here for it. Big up, my brother. All right, you lot. This is the therapy I needed. I started this show with there you go, a little super chat. It's my wife's birthday and I'm doing football. Here you go. Bear beats Bruno's. Here you go. We and Ollie did this to Rashford. We need him with multiple injuries to get to the top 4. He scored in a Champions League group last year. Now we're throwing him out. He needs a coach and love, maybe. Bench and love. Yep. Thank you so much. That's what we need right there. Nah, bro, I gotta do the game, fam. Rush, don't start. You want me to be on the couch, bro, because you know I'll respond reckless, bro. All right. Everybody, thank you so much. I started the show with 11 people. I was like, yeah, there should be more. It is what it is. My brother Ferbs, man, I didn't even... I won't get out in time because Ferbs, I'm gonna give Ferbs. Go on, Ferbs, you got 5. You got 5.
You sure we can do this next time? You know, I know you gotta go, bro. You're on a 2-hour show.
Oh, yeah. And wait, tomorrow. What day is it tomorrow? Wednesday.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Red Wednesday. See you tomorrow,
Wednesday, bro. Yeah, man. Know that.
All right, cool. Everybody, look after yourself. Stay blessed. I'm sorry to Aboki, Chris. I'm sorry to Malcolm as well. But yeah, Wednesday's tomorrow, so you'll get your chance. Big up yourselves, everyone. Stay blessed. Peace out. I think it's the therapy that we all needed. Peace. Oh man, you know when you want to say bye, but
I think it is just believing in that Beyonce has the same 24 hours in a day that we do. And I just think like it's literally, you're given one life and it's down to you what you do with it. Like you can literally go in any direction. And when I've spoken about that before in the past, I have been slammed a little bit with people saying, you know, like it's easy for you to say that, you know, you've grown up and you've not grown up in poverty. You've not grown up, you know, with major money struggles. So for you to sit there and say that we all have the same 24 hours in a day, it's not correct. And I'm like, but technically what I'm saying is correct. We do. So I understand that obviously we all have different backgrounds and we're all raised in different ways and we do have different financial situations. But I think if you want something enough, you can achieve it. And it just depends to what lengths you want to go to get where you want to be in the future.
say 24. Let's go.